2, 1, and we are live. Hello, guys. Welcome back again to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Of course, this is another one, and of course we've got the big one. I'm just going to type in right now. There we go. Welcome everybody. If you're new around here, of course, my name is Joe Skelton, and I do football for a living. Well, I don't play it, but I'd love to. But right now we can't, being that we're in a lockdown. But it's a huge game today. Doncaster Rovers against Hull City, an all Yorkshire clash. And, well, I've been waiting for this for a while because, yes, good afternoon, Jake. Hope you're all good. It's a huge game at the top of League One. So we'll go through the teams right now. So Hull, we'll start with the visitors. Hull, they're unchanged from the win against Wigan on Wednesday night. In the team, of course, it's Ingram. Back four, it's Cole, Elder, Greaves and Burke. Doherty, Jones in midfield, Wilkes, Honeyman, Lewis Potter and Josh McGuinness is up front. Of course, Malik Wilkes and Grant McCann return to the Keepmoat since they departed the club a couple of years ago now. To be honest, Andy, I'm nervous. I am nervous because this is really, and I'll say this is a must-win game for Rovers today. We have to win to keep up, to keep going and keep in touch with the top two. Really, I do think top two's there for the taking, but we've got to be winning today. We have to. It's must win. As for Rovers, 5 changes from the side that lost to Accrington in midweek. So the team is no Andy Butler, no Cameron John. Of course, Bostock, Richards go out, and of course Simone's go out. Yes, we do have Anderson. I was just about to run through the team now. So of course it's Balcombe in goal. Back four, Halliday, Anderson. Good to see Anderson back after his spell with concussion, and good to see him taking the protocols. Anderson right. James, of course, replaces Cameron John at left back. It is Gomez and it's Magic Gomez and Matt Smith in midfield to replace Bostock and Robertson. Midfield, Taylor, Richards, and of course a good return for Josh Sims. To the left-hand side, of course, leading the line is Omar Bogle. So a big game has to be. I mean, of course, Hull got the better of us in the reverse fixture back in December by 2-1. So, it's not going to be easy today. Hull, of course, smashed Wigan 5-0 on Wednesday night. So anything can really happen today. Of course, I'm proper looking forward to it. Oh, hi Lee, I hope you're all good. Yes, good to see you. Of course, in the early game today, of course. No, not that I've seen. Although I have seen a lot of changes with the National League. Of course, there's a big vote coming up next week. As far as I'm concerned, with the National League, the North and South have been voided, but there's been talk about taking legal action. I think there's something like 24 clubs, or I don't know how many there is, but there's talk about legal action. But I have seen today there's £5.4 million worth of loans from the DCMS going to football. So we'll have to see what happens. But all I'm interested in is seeing what this announcement is on Monday. So all being well, we'll see what happens. But we'll fill you in because we're not just talking about today's game. We'll talk about other games as well. So in the Premier League as well today, it finished Southampton 1, Chelsea 1. I watched the game. It was a tough game. It was a good game, a good test for Chelsea under Tuchel. And to be honest, I think it's a good point for them, being that they fell behind. And of course, they got a penalty, and it was a good goal from Mason Mount. But yeah, tough game. But Chelsea came through with it, and of course got a point in the end. So that's not a bad thing. In the game, the 3 o'clock game today, of course, it's Burnley against West Brom in the Premier League. Of course, the big Merseyside derby later on at tea time. Of course, the other game in the Championship, Coventry beat Brentford by 2-0. That's a big result for them, and of course, a massive setback for Brentford. Yes, exactly, Kizza. Absolutely. Big game today. Has to be. Must win. As I said, must win for Donny. Has to be. Hull can go top, bearing if Lincoln drop points today. As far as I see, it's Gillingham 1, Bristol Rovers 0 in the early game in League One. Yes, if you do as well, of course, good mate Jake, go subscribe to his channel, Midland Day blog, get him up to 100 subscribers. That would be absolutely brilliant to see. In the big games, let's look at the games in League One today. Of course, Accrington take on Shrewsbury today. Tough test for John Coleman's side. Sunderland travel to Burton Albion. Of course, it's Fleetwood against Charlton. Ipswich against Oxford. That's a tough game. That I think, and I'll say this: if Oxford win today, Paul Lambert's got to lose his job. I can't see him staying any longer. And the Ipswich fans, I think, are growing very restless with Paul Lambert right now. MK Dons Northampton today. That's sort of a derby, but it's not a million miles away. Peterborough against Wimbledon. Portsmouth against Blackpool. Rochdale against Plymouth. Swindon against Crewe. And finally, Lincoln travelling to Wigan. So Wigan have drawn a short straw. Yes, bye-bye Lambert. Yes, I think that's everyone's Ipswich dream right now is to see Lambert go. But but like I say, we're going to be doing, of course, Watchalong today with Rovers, of course, against Hull City. But of course, we'll be keeping tabs, of course, on all the games in around the football division today in the Premier League, Championship, League One, and League Two, and not just, of course, the National League as well. Of course, it's a big week for the National League as well, so we'll see. But like I say, if you've got any debates, any questions you want to ask me today, fire away and any football stuff, and we'll talk about it, because I like a good debate on these streams, because it gets me it gets me opinions going, which is great. So of course, if you've got any football questions, fire away. So I do think today for Accrington, I'll tell you what. On Wednesday night, I had a meeting with firstly I had a meeting with my work experience as well, which I couldn't. I had to go, and secondly, of course, I wanted to save myself for this weekend because I knew this was a big game for Rovers. I know it was a big game, of course, in midweek. 4-1 to smash this. Yeah. In fact, that's a great way to go on score predictions. So, what's your score predictions, everybody, for the game today? I think, personally, it's going to be a tough game. Yes, of course I will, Marsh. Yes, I will. So, yes, like I say, big yes. Hello, Marsh. Hello, Owen, and say a big hello to Dale. It's good to see you all. It's great to have you back. Of course, I will come and see you guys at some point. I will. That's a promise. Score prediction today, I think it'll be a tough game. Personally, I think it's going to be close, and I'd take a 2-1 to Rovers today. Yeah, exactly, Owen. I would take a 2-1 to Donny today. I think personally, if I have to say who to score, I would say I'd love to see Bogle get his first goal for Rovers today. That'd be nice to see. Of course, I'd love to see 3-2 to Rovers. Yeah, I just love to see some goals today. I mean, after drawing a blank in midweek, and we seem to be a little bit toothless scoring goals recently. Or is it something like we've only scored? Is it 2 goals in the last? We've only scored 2 goals in the last 3 games. It's a bit toothless for me, and not enough. I mean, that's the thing. I can't remember the last time we actually got an absolute give someone a hiding. That's it's always been 1-0s or 2-1s. But again, being today, I think it's going to be a close game, and I do think Murray Wilkes is going to score. I do think he's going to score today. But like I said, I'd love to see Bogle get his first goal for us. I know Okudabiri was carrying a knock. That's why he didn't play midweek. But again, he's been one of our stars this season, Okudabiri. So along with Taylor Richards. So ultimately, I do think it's going to be a good game. And of course, Gillingham have just beaten Bristol Rovers by a 1-0. So. Yeah, well, that's a great result for Gillingham. That's for certain. Yeah, so we are nearly 5 minutes away from kickoff. Well, I have to say though, if I was in the if there was no COVID, I would have probably gone today. Purely because it's a big game for both teams, and no doubt it'd be an absolute sellout today. Well, we are. Yeah, I know. Well, they are coming to. Well, they are in added time, so they're not far away from finishing the game. I know it's still 1-0 at the minute, Gillingham. So, let's just having a look now. They are. Johnny Kinde scored. Wow, Johnny Kinde, crikey. Yeah, they are coming towards the end of the game though, into added time. Yeah, but there we go. It's 2-0. My thing hasn't updated. Hang on, my thing hasn't updated yet. Are you sure it's 2-0, Tony? Just having a look now. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh. Let's just check Sky Sports, mate. Because normally, the thing that's annoying me about these, not the scoring, it always seems to not. Yeah, 2-0. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, sorry, take that back. The Kinde scores again. Crikey. Johnny Kinde. Christ almighty. Good. Yeah. There we go. 2-0. And yeah, that's it for them. But anyway, we are 4 minutes away from kickoff. And the thing I've noticed as well, ever since, we need to, Tony. We have to. I said this is must win for Rovers. It has to be. I think we're getting to a stage now where we've lost 3 on the bounce now, and it's it seems to be that we are. We must be going through our bad patch as usual, as any teams do during a season. But the problem is I always knew that. Ipswich do need a win as well. They're not going so well. But I have to say though, I think we are getting to a stage now in the season where they are becoming must wins. And personally, this is one of these games. It has to be. It's. I say, if I personally think now we're at a stage now. We're fifth in the league, 48 points. If someone said to me that at the start of the season, you're fifth with 48 points, I'd have gone, yeah, I would have been happy with that. But the way that we were at December, where we had a chance to go top, there's been it's twice now where we've had a chance to go into the top 2 and we've blown it. And I don't know whether that's a mental state or whether that's a point where we've got to look at ourselves and go, where's it gone wrong? But look, these are the games. These are the type of games today that we have to win. We're still going to play. Yeah, we're still going to play Portsmouth. We're still going to play Peterborough. It's these are the teams we should be. We've got to be taking points off. But as a whole, though, it's look. I'm not gonna discredit the team because I think the team certainly 12 months on from where we were last season. I think it's a massive stride, and Darren Moore deserves a lot of credit for that. The players that he brought in have been good. Certainly Taylor Richards, who are, again, I'll be honest, I was very sceptical when we signed him because I didn't really know about him, didn't know too much, I hadn't really seen much of him. But certainly at the turn of the year, and certainly towards the back end of the year, he's certainly become a pivotal part of the team. Look, a lot of people said, Ben Whiteman was, we're glad to get rid of him. And in certain cases, yes, I am. I'm happy to get rid of him. But because I just think, and I said this last time, but I said the two teams have just come out now ready for the game. I just think his attitude just wasn't right. And if you want to get rid of him because he was personally, if his attitude in training wasn't great, then get rid of him because not only he's harming the team, but he's harming the morale of the team. And that's not something that you want when you're fighting for the playoffs. But there we go. Right. The two teams are out, and this is it. Have to win, must win for Rovers. Rovers wearing the gold kit as a tribute to Coppinger. And I have to say, though, if you've seen it, I want to know what you think because to take the knee as well. I was talking about Whiteman, Ben Whiteman, but I was saying, I was having a bit of a rant, but as Rovers are in the third kit today, and I want to know, what do you think to the gold kit? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What do you think? And of course, Hull in their away kit today. Quite like the gold kit. Yeah, I mean, it's all right. I would say it's not my favourite out of the third kits we've had. Personally, my favourite is the green kit that we wore, that one off against Brentford. That will always be my favourite. Simon, hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. It's a masterclass. Yeah, I mean, I find it's different. I would say it's different, and I would say, Wilkes is jumping the gun here. There we go, and we were off. Malik Wilkes was a little bit too keen there to get after the team, but anyway, we're all off here at the Keepmoat, so it is. There we go. Yeah, no, I agree. Cops did have a big say on it, and I'm glad that. This is an interesting one, taking the knee. I don't know if you've seen what Zaha said in the press this week about taking the knee. And a lot of things I do agree with what he says. I do think there's got to be more action that has to be taken with educating people the right way and making sure that things like this shouldn't be. We're in the 21st century now. I like to think there's a lot more common sense in the world now than it did before. And I like to think that people aren't as radical as what they used to be, but you still get that. And my thoughts is that I do think, though, and I'm trying to not, I'm all right. Personally, if they get to a point where you've got to make sure it doesn't lose its value of what it means. And I think personally, it's starting to lose. I think it started to lose what it stands. And I think people who boo it were wrong to do it. I never condone that, because at the end of the day, that's that just doesn't help. But you've seen that Brentford had. Absolutely. Look, I think more action should be taken into how to deal with racism, and whether that's through education or anything like that. That should be an absolute must. At the end of the day, right? And I'll say this to my kids when I educate them: is educate people into respecting people and respecting whatever they are, whether it's their ethnicity, their color, their gender, their sexuality, whatever it may be. You don't, as Rovers, and we'll come back to that in just a sec. And it's Reece James, and we'll come back. As I said, yeah. No, I agree with you, Lee. I do think it's losing its touch on what it actually is. I think, and I said this, when I educate my kids to learn and respect people of their personality. I don't. If they're people to grow up and be actual and just cut out there. But I think Reece Burt there was good defending there from Hull. Honestly, I just think that it's it's people's personality, and if they grow up to be a dickhead or a knobhead, then that's them, and that's But the one thing is that people, and it's a way. They've got to learn to be. There is respect there, and there's got to be. And if you show respect to people, and they don't, you're 10 times the bigger person that you are than they are. So, racism will still be here long after I'm gone, and maybe the next generation of people, I hope deal with it and hope they're educated. They're educated in that right sense of mind. But Rovers are on the counter attack here. It's Richards. It's Taylor, and it's blocked, and it's up to Brad Halliday now as they're looking for some help there. And it's away. That's a good question, Tony. I thought so. Well, I'll answer that in a sec, Simon. I think personally, if it's gone too far, yes and no. It's hard to say. I think maybe, but I think at the end of the day, though, I think, and I've always said this: you can't bend people to think the way that you think. Everyone's got an opinion on matters on life. But until you implement your thoughts onto someone, then you've got a problem, because at the end of the day, people think and have an opinion on what matters. But with racism, it's not right. You've got to educate people to not judge people by whether it's their colour of their skin, whether it's their ethnicity, whether it's their sexuality, whether it's their gender, whatsoever. Proper education and learn to respect people will go massively. Look, I'll say this: I've got a grandma that's Chinese. I've got a granddad who's black, and I'll say this right now: I've grown up to respect people, and my parents have always been the people that have educated me in the right manner to respect people and to judge people on their personality and how they treat you. If they treat you well, then that's fine. But if they don't, then they're not worth it. So personally, it's a matter of choice. And I think the Brentford team said it, that they're not going to take knee, and Zahara's come out now and said, look, I don't think it's right. Then that's a matter of choice. And they shouldn't be ridiculed, or they shouldn't be blamed or angry at because they're not following other people. They're having their own opinion. So look, it's understandable. I agree with you, Simon. Racism will be here, and it will be here long after I'm gone. As far as the footy tops, yes. Now I thought I'll wear the Donny colours today, of course, but when I do another live stream again, I will wear one of my new footy tops. But the thing is as well, I think I've caught the bug as Rovers are on the counter attack here. It's Josh Sims. Oh, that's a foul, ref. He pushed him in the face. That's so ridiculous. And the break's on, and it's Malik Wilkes, cross goal, and it's away. End-to-end football, and we'll just see as Sunderland have taken the lead against Burton Albion. And of course, I was just saying, Charlton are 1-0 up against Fleetwood. Northampton have just taken the lead against MK Dons, 1-0. Me too, Tony. Me too. I would have taken some time off off my weekend. I would have certainly come to this game today. That's an absolute certain. It's currently 0-0. We'd play 7 minutes of this game. If you're new around here, my name is Joe Skellen. I do football vlogs, and I've been doing live streams for nearly a month, for about a month now. So, Warwood 1-0 up. Yeah. As Scunthorpe have taken the lead against Harrogate Town, and Tranmere Rovers have gone behind against Oldham. I feel blessed. I really feel blessed. If you're new around here, of course, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Of course, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and let's get there, because when I do, I'm going to do a big European away day for you guys. That's an absolute must. Yeah, I know. I know you're playing Portsmouth today, Kizzer. I know. I kind of want you to beat Portsmouth. Kind of need it. As Crewe have taken the lead against Swindon, 1-0. As Tom Lowry's just scored. Who scored for Charlton? Oh, Jaden Stockley. He's been red hot form actually for Charlton recently. Grant Ledbetter scored for Sunderland. Let's go into the Championship. Cardiff 1, Preston 0 in the Championship. A goal from Keepmoat. There. Are we looking strong today? Yes. I think personally, he's gone back to the trusted midfielder Gomez and Smith, which is a good thing. Because I just think Bostock and Robertson, I don't know about you guys. I just think he's a bit too defensive for me. I just think they lack a bit of going forward. But let's check another game. Burnley 0, West Brom 0 in the Premier League. So there we go. You are all up to date. Let's have a look. League 2. Forgot Walsall a 1-0 against Stevenage. So, of course, there we go. In League 2. Injury ridden at the moment. Wow, how many players you got out? Yeah, Simone's is, for me personally, a great ball out to Sims. It's Josh Sims. Oh, he got taken out there by 2 players. And we've got, as Rovers carry on, there's Taylor Richards. We've got a whole player's gone down. I think, yeah, are they going to kick the ball out? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they kicked the ball out. Yeah, Simone's. I didn't see. Is Simone's injured at all? Or is it just didn't pick him today? I didn't read it actually. I know someone could shed some light. Let's have a look in the National League. Yes, Bournemouth are taking the lead against Altrincham. They are a goal to 0. Altrincham flying. I left him out. Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen him have a good game properly since Blackburn in the FA Cup. Up until then, I think he was he didn't play against Lincoln, I know. He didn't play against Oxford, I can remember. Or he might have played against, I can never remember actually. I'd have to go back through all the, we have 4 or 5 out. Yeah, it's not, especially when you haven't got, especially when, squads aren't big in League One, unless you're a properly big team. It's just never. Oh, right, okay. No, okay, that's understandable. No, cheers for clearing that up, Dylan. I appreciate that. Yes, yeah. I think it's to. I don't know whether that's just to stop people from. I don't know what the rule, what the fine prints are in the FA rule. I mean, I'd have to read it up actually. That'll give me something to do during the week. Yeah, no games in the National League North, of course. Bradford are taking the lead against Cheltenham in League 2. Andy Cook, ex-Tranmere Rovers player, has scored for them. They're 1-0 up. And Salford are behind to Carlisle in League 2. George Tanner has scored. So good that Salford are getting beat. We played 11 minutes and it's goalless in the game in Donny against Hull. Yeah, because I know that Maidstone have had to furlough the players, haven't they? I did read that. Liam from the Free Press was wrote an article this week about it because I know that. Yeah, I think Maidstone have furloughed the players, and so I know Charlie's coming. I personally be happy. I'll be excited to see how he is and see what he brings to the club and brings to the team. And that's a poor pass from Magic Gomez there. We haven't had a run of form yet. Yeah, well, we've lost 3 on the bounce, so quite honestly, we could do with some winning a game. Just need a must win. Good play there good defending from Brad Halliday. I'll tell you what, the Brad Halliday certainly is coming to his own this season. I think he's done wonders and miracles this season for them. Yeah, agreed, Ben. Absolutely agree. It's Wilkes on the counter. And here it's crossed back into the back post and it's headed away by Tom Anderson. And a corner to Hull. Cole with the butt. It was Cole with the cross in from the fullback to the back post, and he was looking for McGuinness. Just couldn't get there. But 0-0. We played 12 minutes. We'll keep going through the goals. Any more goals have flown in? Nope. No more goals have flown in just yet. But we'll see this corner actually. I just wish I was there today, to be honest. I miss being in the stages. What do you guys? I mean, are you like me? You just want to get back into stadiums. and it's away. Are you took? And it's away. Which game are you talking about, Dylan? You talking about the one in midweek, or are you talking about which game you're talking about? Best centre half in League One. I couldn't agree more, Ben. I couldn't agree more. I think his leadership is first class. Oh, today, yeah. You could tell how much we missed Anderson in the last few games. He's certainly one of the vital pieces in our team, in the team, and I think he's I think he's one of the best centre back we've had since probably Matt Mills. Matt Mills, when we had him, was class. Again, his attitude stunk at times, but he was a brilliant defender for us. No Medine, no Big Marvin, and no CJ Hamilton. Oof. Yeah, they are big players that you're missing there, mate. Marvin Epke is quality on FIFA. Yeah, I've heard of that actually. Yeah, I've heard of him. I've never played with him, but I have seen him. 2013, Rob Jones. Yeah, Rob Jones. Thing is, Rob Jones was great in League One, but as soon as we got to the Championship, because there were strikers who were quicker and a little bit more nimble, a bit more agile, just couldn't do it. It was like taking a mini fish to swim and throw him in the deep end. It was just never going to happen. Kevin Stewart. Yeah, Kevin Stewart, ex-Liverpool. Yeah, he's as free kick whipped in, and it's away. Yeah, well played, Joe Wright. Good defending that from Rovers. Kevin Stewart. Yeah, Kevin Stewart is not a bad. He's not a bad midfielder. I always thought he was going to be like Championship player. Really, I know he's had a spell in the Championship, but I just thought he'd be like a solid midfielder. I know I never worked out Liverpool for him, but personally, I don't think he's a bad player, to be fair. As Swindon have just equalised against Crewe, 1-1. MK Dons have just equalised as well. Yeah, it might see those type of players. It reminded me a bit like Liam Bridkurt. Bridkurt, when he was playing at Brighton, and then of course he went to Sunderland. He's a good solid midfielder, actually. Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, he was good. He was one of Hull's best players. He's whipped in and Balcom claims it. Good catch there from them. Let's have a look. Any more goals have flown in? No. Let's have a look. Any more goals have flown in? Not just yet. Oh, Bromley have taken the lead against Maidenhead. 1-0 in the National League. For them, we've played 17 minutes and it's goalless at the Keepmoat. I know, 23 years. I tell you what, he's a year older than me. How does that make me feel? 23 years and he's owning a football club. And here I am sat in my bedroom, sitting in my bedroom with a bottle of Lucozade. That's the... How does that... Yeah, contrasting. Then again, I don't have millions and millions of pounds. And if I did, then ball whips in and it's headed away by Joe Wright. Exactly. If I was a billionaire at 23, Jesus Christ, I think I've done all right. I'd be living out my days in the Canary in like the Cayman Islands or something. As Hull have got a free kick for a foul on Cole. Let's check. Let's just check any more goals they've gone in since. As Norwich have taken the lead against Rotherham, it's 1-0 to them. As Timu Pukki scored again. I tell you what, if Norwich don't go up, Pukki signing for a Premier League club. Absolutely. Kenny Dougal. I've heard of Kenny Dougal, yeah. I've heard of him. Again, go away, Norwich. Free kick whipped in. Back post and Hull have scored. And Hull have taken the lead. God's sake. Hull have scored and it's Malik Wilkes. I called it. I effing called it that Malik Wilkes was going to score and he did. It came in, I think Balcom went and came for it, went and tried to catch it or try to punch it away. He doesn't get it. Then Wilkes scores, and it's 1-0 to Hull City. Brilliant. If you had to commentate a National League team all season, who would it be? Tough one. There's two. One would be Notts County. The other one would be Stockport. For me, that would be the two teams. I would probably say. I'd love to commentate on Notts County for the season. That would actually be quite good. That'd be class. That. Yeah, Wilkes is too good for League One. But the thing with Wilkes, and I found this when he was at us, I always felt he's top end League One, middle Championship. He's just, I don't know. He's that type of so I'd say that type of bracket really. He was at Barnsley last season. I see. That's where I've heard Dougal from. Not good for Tuesday. No. Yeah, not good. Yeah, he was at times, Wilkes, actually. Yeah, I would agree with that. As Hull come forward again, it's McGuinness. Oh, and it's half a goal kick. It's currently 1-0 to Hull City. Brilliant. I'll just write that down on Wilkes. There we go. To be fair, though, Hull have had most of the ball, and I'll give him that. Rovers have not really tested the keeper yet, as such. I know. Set pieces for Rovers this season have been abysmal. As Rovers are looking forward, it's Bogle. There's going to be a corner in it. Yeah, it's a corner to Rovers. Yeah, he did. He scored a hat-trick in midweek against Wigan. Well, you probably could. Blackpool, one of those sides that could make it back in the Championship. I think there's a few. I'd say there's a gaggle of teams like that. I'd say we're part of that. I would say we're in a position where, we could be back in the Championship. But again, it's just down to money for us. As Rovers have got a corner, back and away. As Rovers have still got it, and it's keeper's lost it. Oh, crikey! He couldn't catch a cold. Him as Rovers are pressing forward. Well played from Reece James. That was really, really good. Oh no, John Taylor. Sorry, my bad. Just set pieces. We just can't seem to deal with them this season, and that's something that they need to start working on. Rovers. I know Brentford falling apart again. The Stoke have just scored against Luton. They're 1-0 up, and it's Nick Powell who scores for Stoke City. Wait, who's? I hear. Just heard some engines roaring then. Sorry about that. Yes, Nick Powell scored for Stoke City and they're 1-0 up. We have the money for it. Yeah, that. Well, I wish we did. I wish we had a bit of money. It's John Taylor who's holding off Elder. Just checking in more goals in League One. Nope, not just yet. It's Bogle tries to bring it down and it's away. But only as far as Smith. Just checking any more goals, but we'll have a look. It's Bogle. Bogle on the turn. Oh, and it's away. Hull defending well, to be fair, though, for them. I can't remember off the top of my head, actually. I'd love that, to be honest. If thing is, and I've always said this with Rovers, there's only two types of owners that are going to come. Only two types of owners are going to be at Rovers. One that's going to be a fan of the club, a bit like a John Ryan, who is going to have money, but is going to put his heart and soul into it. And the other one is going to be that's just going to throw money at the club and be prepared to take a loss. So whipped in. Oh, it's 2-0. Wilkes has scored again. It's poor. It's poor from Rovers. It's so poor. He just ghosted in that back post. I think it was James. He ghosted in there and he scores with the header and it's 2-0. to be fair, it's a great ball in, but the defending, again, it's absolutely abysmal. It's a carbon copy of what's happened last week against Sunderland. Just, it's a great ball in. And it goes in. Oh, he wants it more than James. It's absolutely crap. I know, it's 2-0. It's so bad defending. What's going on? What has happened? Something's not right. And I don't know what's going on. They've got to put this right, Rovers. They have to. They're 2-0 down against Hull City, and something's not right. Defending. Oh, and Gomez has given the ball away, but we've won it back. Oh, it's away. $1 billion net worth. It's not bad. I'll tell you, it's not bad at all, that £1 billion net worth. It's not bad at all, that. Mark Weaver. Oh, God. Have I got along with this? Mark Weaver. Problem is, right, Mark Weaver, Ken Richardson were at a time where they decided to exploit the club. And, that's something that will... Yeah, I know. I still believe we're going to win. I know we can. Look, I'm not going to give up. We're 2-0 down. But my opinion, the defending is awful. Possibly, like I said, I do think we are going through a bad spell. Every team has that. Every team has that. Go through that bad patch. Lincoln did it. Hull have had that. But the problem is, though, we've lost a few on the bounce, and we seem to be falling away from the top two. But if someone gave us playoffs, I would be happy. I'd be happy with the playoffs. I just think we're in a situation like we were a couple of seasons ago when we were in the playoffs. We were never going to finish. We were never going to finish in the top 2 or top 4, just because there were teams that were better than us. But I just think, again, it was like when we played 2 seasons ago. When we came up against the top 6, just could never do it. I remember we came up against Sunderland twice and we got sent packing. I think it was only Portsmouth. I'm trying to remember who went up. Who won the league? Oh God, I can't remember who went up now. Charlton. When we played Charlton, just could never beat them. Just certain clubs in those leagues, in that top 4 at the time, just could never do it. And we've got a corner, we've got a chance. Smiths, I don't know. He hasn't really got into the game for me just yet. I still think he's lacking game time for some reason. I don't know what he's doing. Possibly the pressure, but we'll have to see what escalated quickly. Just a bit, didn't it? Just a bit. But I still believe we can do it. We still turn it around. Next goal is going to be key. It has to be. As James whips it in, no one's attacking it to the back part, and the touch was poor for Brad Halliday, and the break's on for Hull. It's Lewis Potter on the break, and Halliday's getting back here. And Brad Halliday's done well, to be fair, to get rid of it. But there you go. We've played 27 minutes, and it's 2-0 to Hull City. Malik Wilkes scoring twice on his return to the Keepmoat. Well, what can I say? The referee is an absolute dog. I do think with some of these leagues, like the Championship and League One and League Two, I just think, apart from Drysdale, fair play. Because some players, I just think, Kieran, Bellevue will always be in a place in my heart, because that was when I first started going to watch football, and it was a case of, when I was about 5-6 years old, and I first started going to watch Donny Rovers, and that's when I really started to love football. And that for me will always be my heart in Bellevue, even though it was falling apart at times, falling apart. But it had character, and that's why I loved the bike so much. He only held 10,000. But the nights when we were playing Aston Villa in the League Cup and Man City, and we played Arsenal, and I remember going to the last game ever at Bellevue where it was a full house. We played Nottingham Forest and we won 1-0. The atmosphere that day was sensational. And when I actually think it was 2006 that was, so I would have been about 8 years old. And I never realised, and it never really hit me about it because I was only young, and I don't think I quite understood what it meant. But now, I'm 22 now, and growing up, it means so much to me. It means a lot to me now. And the Keepmoat, don't get me wrong, it's a great stadium. It's we've been there now for 14 years now, and personally, it's a great stadium. It's great and modern, but it just lacks character. There we go. There's nostalgia in Hull. Have nicked it back up, and it's McGuinness, and it's a good save from Balcom. Again, making mistakes. Rovers defensively. Help! Yeah, that would have been a good fun. That would have been a good fun now. No. Yeah. City United. When City were at Main Road. That's the thing. As just say, Harrogate just equalised against Scunthorpe. It's 1-1 at Glanford Park. It's 20. It held 25,000. Yeah, so those type of things, like the character of old stadiums, you miss it because you grew up, and those are the sort of things that you like. There's certain grounds like Upton Park, for example, that I'll never experience ever in my life again. As a cross gone in, and the keeper's lost it. Oh, cry! And it's the corner. I tell you what, why are we not having shots of the keeper? He's Ingram's dodgy right now for Hull. They've just had a ball in. Reece James has just played a ball into the box and deflected. Instead of the keeper coming to collect it, he just lets it roll. Elder, he has a mix-up with Elder, and it's now gone out for a corner. Command your box. If you're a keeper, command your box. And I'm not saying this as Rovers with the corner. Anderson! Oh, it should be a corner again. And it is a corner. Back post. Didn't you have a temporary stadium? No, we didn't. When we left, the plans were already made when Keepmoat was already being built when we were still at Bellevue. So when we left, we were already ready to go in. As I'll just say this, whipped into the back post. Oh, it's off the line. McGuinness is just off the line. And that was a chance. That's the first proper real chance Rovers have had in the game. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Sunderland the 2-0 up against Burton, sorry. Exactly. Bring back standing terraces. That's exactly what it is. Like, most fans anyway, when you go to modern stadiums, they stand up anyway. When you're in the away end, you stand up. As a shot, yes! Come on! Reece James has scored, and it's 2-1. What a finish from Reece James. That was absolutely class. Come on. Absolutely brilliant finish that. Absolutely brilliant. Setup then was, brilliant goal. Great play. Gomez passes it straight to James. James, first time, smashes it into the back of the net. Great goal. And Rovers are back in the game. It's 2-1. Brilliant. That's. I told you, next goal was going to be key in this, and we needed that. Maybe this is the time to light fire up the backside. That's what we need. That's exactly what we need. Our cop has already stood up. See, it can be done. Look at Shrewsbury, the new Meadow. They've got standing, and it works. So you're thinking, this is what should be done, and it happens at the Keepmoat. When you go into the South Stand, and it's the same. It's the same for the away end. We're going to 1-0 up. Get in. Wigan. Thank you, Wigan. 1-0 to Wigan. That's great. That's just what we needed. That. But it can be done. Whether you're in the away end or whether you're in the South Stand like we are at the Keepmoat, people stand up. Majority, when you're at the top tier, the top end, they stand up anyway. So I don't see why there should be and it's good defending. I think as Wilkes has still got it, and it's good defending for Brad Halliday. And the bounce is Joe Wright had a mix-up with the bounce there. And Hull have got a corner here. I just think people frown. I just think people just are frowned up on it. I don't know why. I think people still got a perception of what it was before and what it might look at. But then you look at teams like Celtic, and Celtic have got an area where it can be done. Same in Europe. You look in Germany, in the Bundesliga, it can be done. But yet, it's still frowned upon in the UK. I don't know why. I know that people has called a whipped in as a header away, and it's shot, and it's off the line. Christ, off the line. Real end-to-end. Balcom has gone down injured. I think he had a clash with one of the players. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he collided with. I think that's Tom Anderson actually collided with. I can't quite tell from that angle, but he's okay. He's up on there. It's still corner to Hull with another corner. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. You look at non-league. Non-league is fine. We'll just come back in a set. Corner whipped in, and it's away for a goal kick. It's a goal kick actually. Sorry, my mistake. It can be done in non-league, and it can be done anywhere else. It's just frowned upon in. It's just frowned upon in the Football League and in the Premier League. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I just think there's an out. But I don't know about you guys, and I don't know what you think. Do you think there's an outdated view on safe standing? Because we've seen it in Europe and we've seen it in Scotland, and it wouldn't be surprised if someone like Ibrox as well are made into standing. As Hull have got a chance to make it 3. Oh, it's off the line. Great defending that. Brilliant defending. Brilliant defending there from Rovers. This is proper end-to-end football, this. Do you know what? We've got more action than we have this week than we did last week. Christ. Great defending from Anderson. Absolutely brilliant. Where would we be without Tom Anderson? Where would we be? I don't know. Exactly. Dortmund are one of the biggest teams in Europe, and yet, they've got 80,000 and you can do it at the Signal Iduna Park, and it works. Same at Bayern. I think Bayern have got safe standing well at the Allianz Arena, and it's 3-1. Oh, for God's sake. Defending is so bad from set pieces. Oh. Jacob Greaves has scored, and it's 3. 3-1 to Hull City, and it's Jacob Greaves. Wow. Who would have... They've got to sort this out. Darren Moore's got to sort this out. Defend set pieces. That's twice we've conceded from set pieces. And that's awful. It's awful. All right, Spike. How you doing, man? Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. It's currently 0-0 between Burnley and West Brom. I know. 3-1 to Hull, Spike. Unbelievable. Oh, a mistake from Gomez. They've got to change it. I'd say bring off Gomez at half time. I really would. I'd bring off Gomez and I'd bring on. In fact, if I would, I'd bring on. I'd bring on Bostock. I'd bring on Bostock for Gomez and have something a bit more stability in there because it's just I don't know. He doesn't. Wilkes doesn't have any respect. He never showed that when he left Donny. He never showed that when he left Leeds. He just had no respect, and that's unfortunately that's the type of modern footballer now. That what it is. There's no respect or there's no dignity when it comes to footballers anymore. But I've accepted that because that's just the culture of football these days, and well, there you go. I would bring on Robertson, who's getting stuck in against Accrington. Look, I mean, yeah, I just think we need a bit of stability. Look, there's 5 minutes to go before our time, and something needs to be changed. Cops on at half time, possibly. We've got nothing to lose in this game. I might as well do something about it because this is not good enough from Rovers' point of view. Look, personally, that's a great ball out to Sims. Overlap. Sims with the ball in, it's away. The only positive I say about the game today is that it's been end to end, and there's been some real good attacking football from both sides. But the problem is that defending from set pieces from Rovers has been awful. It's been like that for the last few games. Something needs to change. Darren Moore needs to do something about it. And needs to work on the set pieces because right now it's not good enough. It's not good enough whatsoever. On top against Portsmouth. And I mean, looking at the scores, it's currently 0-0 to Peterborough, 1-1 Wigan against Lincoln, 1-1 in the game. MK Dons are 2-1 up against Northampton in the game. Just having a look. Any into League Two, Morecambe are 1 up against Barrow, so they're still going great guns. Checking the Championship. Nottingham Forest 1, Blackburn Rovers 0 in the Championship. It's Reading 0, Middlesbrough 2. So there we go. And it's currently Burnley 0, West Brom 0 in the Premier League. Huddersfield have just taken the lead against Swansea. So there's a surprise for Swansea, especially with Brentford getting beat today. That's a massive result, that. 1-0 down to Huddersfield. Crikey. Yeah, we can. I'd love to score 3 goals. That's the same, but we've got to tighten up defensively, and they come forward again, and it's away. Well, as Rovers break, and Gomez has just played a poor pass. Something's not gone right for Gomez. Look, I don't know whether the injury hasn't helped or he's just lacking game time. I just don't think he's cutting it at the minute. And it's the same with Sims. Sims just needs to get to the game more. That's all he needs to do. Ball in from Gomez. Oh, and he scuffed it. Yeah, no, I agree. Look, the thing about managers, and I've always said this, you can't be nicey all the time. And that's dropping so deep at the minute. Surprised at that, really. Yeah, a little bit surprised. I would have thought Portsmouth would have had a go at you, but because they can play open football, Portsmouth. Kenny Jackie is a good manager. I've always said that. Yeah, we did wonders at Wolves, so he can play that open football. And it's the same at Blackpool. Blackpool can play open football, and I know that because I've seen them play. But there you go. We are currently 2 minutes to go before added time in the first half. It's currently 3-1 to Hull City. If you're new around here, hello, I'm Joe Skelton. If you're new around here, of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a like as well. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, of course. And yeah, wait, Lee Charles TV. Who's that? Who's that? Is that a YouTuber? Is he? Let's have a look. As Fleetwood have drawn level against Charlton. It's 1-1 at Highbury. Oh, the Blackpool stream. Oh, right, okay. Right, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Blackpool vlogger. Yeah, I mean, no, I'd love to collab with people. Whether that collab on live streams, I'd love to do that. Something different at all. Of course. Again, it's I'm trying to do something because again, can't really go to grounds at the minute. But yeah, don't worry. But of course, there will be content coming soon. Some new content. That's for certain. But yes, we are nearly into the time in the first. Get Dapper on. Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to get 18 Dapper on. That'd be brilliant. That'd be absolutely class. That's a foul in it, but referee's playing advantage. It's Gomez. He plays a long ball up to Omar Bogle, and it's back out defending there. As we are into, I believe it's. Let's have a look. A couple of minutes. I'm guessing they've not said, they haven't put the board just out of what I've seen, but. I haven't seen many Donny vloggers. No, I think as far as I remember, I think there's only really 2 I can really, or 3, because there's Chi Vlogs, there's Forever Football, Forever Rovers, and then of course there's 18 Dapper. And I do Donny games as well, but I'm a bit more all rounded. Like I don't just go to Donny as well. I go to a lot of teams in around Football League, in the Premier League, in non-league as well. Because one thing that there's 2 YouTubers that inspired me when I got into it was Ellis Platten with Away Days and Smith with his on the road series. And those YouTubers really gave me the confidence to go, right, I want to start YouTube and I want to entertain people. I want to do all this. I want to bring smiles to people's faces and that right there was really the start of me doing this and really wanting to connect with people. Now, Forever Football isn't a bad channel. It is good. I do. He's very. To be fair though, he's very intelligent with what he says, and he does know a lot of his stuff. So I do think that's good. Oh, so we are into 3 minutes at a time, and about a couple of minutes left of the half. Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing. I wanted to do for me as well. Certainly, I'd say in the first year of when I was doing YouTube, and I didn't really do. I think, as far as I can remember, I think I only did. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I think I only did 2, 3. I have about 5 games I did with Donny in the first year, and then the second year, into my second year on YouTube, I think I only did with Donny. I think I only did 1 actually. Yeah, I only did 1. I was supposed to be 2 because it would have been. I would have done Bolton. Yeah. Yeah, Ellis, and it's a good save from Malcolm. Yeah, is to be fair, I have met him. I've met Ellis. He's class. I met him at Wrexham when I went to watch Wrexham play Stockport, and the halftime whistle has gone. In fact, I'll just finish that quickly. Met him at Wrexham when they played Stockport. Great guy, great down to earth. Got a picture. In fact, I'll find that for you as well. Yeah, Ellis, that's it. There we go. Halftime, 3-1 to Hull City. I would have to say firstly, the attacking football from both sides has been brilliant. No doubt about that. That's been brilliant. Wrexham fans are good. They're very passionate about the side. I do think the racecourse ground does need a bit of updating, though. That's for certain, especially behind the goal. And I've always said that. I think they lost the license a few years back with that. So, but if they could get the license with that and make it a bit more modern. Personally, I think the racecourse ground is a great ground. If you ever get the chance to do Wrexham, do it because I think it's brilliant. As I said though, 3-1 at half time. Honestly, yeah, Kizzer, honestly, we just set pieces. We're terrible, absolutely terrible. We are. But next goal is going to be key in this game. And I said this when we were 2-0 down. But if we can get the next goal and make it 3-2, certainly there's going to start to be there's got to be bootleggers class. He's never met him, but I'd love to meet him. I think he'd be brilliant. As I said though, the attacking display from both teams have been has been good. Hull have taken advantage of really the set pieces because the set pieces, Manchester City down 3-1. Well, you can't really say anything because Rotherham are getting beat by Norwich. So, yeah, there we go. But there you go. I think, personally, I just think that there's got to be a point where they've got to say something at time, Darren Moore, and they've got to do something about it. But the Hull took the goals well, but it was a great finish from James. It was a great strike. And there we go. I'm going to grab a drink and I'll see you back in a second. Oh, there we go. Yes. Hi, Ben. How you doing, man? Hope you're good. Anyway, Cream Egg. If anyone likes these, let me know because I like them. But a lot of people don't. I don't know why. But there you go. There we go. Good lad. Good lad. Cream egg. It's a cream egg. Don't know. I mean, I just tend to go with the flow really with that. Jesus Christ. They look a bit unprofessional, but by now it's fine for what it is. Oh. That sounds more weird than you might think, that. But there we go. Yeah, well, I'm kind of, there we go. Right, done. Saucy. Right. Strangely, honestly, I'm not fuming. I'm just annoyed that there's two games where the set pieces we've conceded from set pieces, and Darren Moore hasn't got it right, and it's annoying and it's frustrating because these are the sort of things we've got to get right. But there we go. We'll run you through the half times while we're here. while we're here, of course. So in the Premier League halftime, Burnley 0, West Brom 0. Of course, in the early game, it's Southampton 1, Chelsea 1. In the Championship, of course, it finished Coventry 2, Brentford 0. And we'll go through the half times now. Bristol City 0, Barnsley 0. Cardiff 1, Preston 0. Huddersfield 1, Swansea 1. Millwall 0, Wickham 0. Norwich 1, Rotherham 0. Nottingham Forest 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. QPR 0, Bournemouth 0. Reading 0, Middlesbrough 2. Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham 0. And Stoke 1, Luton 0. Into League 1 at 4. Of course, it finished Gillingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Accrington 0, Shrewsbury 0. Burton 0, Sunderland 2. Donny 1, Hull 3. Fleetwood 1, Charlton 1. Hey, there we go. Ipswich 0, Oxford 0. I would say it's about a 45-mile drive. I'd say it's about an hour's drive. Then again, I've not really driven to Hull. I've been to it, but I've never driven to it. So MK Don. Well, we'll carry on. MK Dons 2, Northampton 1. Peterborough 0, Wimbledon 0. Portsmouth 0, Blackpool 0. Rochdale 0, Plymouth 0. Swindon 1, Crewe 1. Wait, are you from Hull? But you live in Hull, but you're from Quebec? No, I don't. It's playing around from the back, playing it from the. Do you mean playing from the back, like playing out from goal kick, or do you mean just knocking it about? But yeah, we'll carry on. Swindon 1, Crewe 1, and of course it's Wigan 1, Lincoln 1 into League 2. Barrow 0, Morecambe 1. Yeah, we always play around the back. We always do. It always seems to be that style of play that we always seem to go for. Yeah, Barrow 0, Morecambe 1. Cheltenham 0, Bradford 1. Crawley 0, Colchester 0. Leyton Orient 0, Port Vale 0. Mansfield 0, Cambridge 0. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Fair dues. Wow, okay. I didn't know that. The more you know. It happens. A lot of the culture now of. Oh, right, okay. Thanks for that. Yeah, I didn't know that actually. Yeah, it just seems to be the culture of what football is these days. People want to play out from the back and play around from the back. Bit like, Guardiola and and how he transformed football and stuff like that, and the culture of how it's changed. I think that's just the nature of what it is. I think when you look at it. No, I haven't, mate. I haven't. What is it? Where? How do you play it? Where can you find it? Let's see. Mansfield 0, Cambridge 0, Salford 0, Carlisle 1, Scunthorpe 2, Harrogate 1, Southend 0, Bolton 0, Stevenage 0, Walsall 1, Tranmere 1, Oldham 1, and into the National League. Aldershot 1, Wrexham 0, Altrincham 0, Bournemouth 2, Barnet 0, Woking 1, Bromley 2, Maidenhead 0, Eastleigh 0, Stockport 0, Hartlepool 0, Yeovil 0, Notts County 0, Chesterfield 1, Sutton United 3, Wilston 0, and Weymouth 0, Solihull Moors 0. Yeah, there's no other games, of course. And Bayern are getting beat by Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. Then again, why would it? So we're all up to date. There we go. All up to date in the games. Yeah, there we go. Wow. So there we go. Yeah, no, half time it's 3-1. I can't say I I can't say I didn't. Let's just say I can't say I'm not surprised a little bit, but it's just frustrating to see it. Frustrating and annoying is the best way I could probably put it. But yeah, there you go. What can you say? What can you say? What can you say to that? I mean, look, we've got a tough game. We've got a tough game midweek, and it's something that we've just got to put right. We've got Blackpool on Tuesday, and we've got to put it right if we don't put it right today, and that's the thing. But yeah, we need to, Andy. As I said, if we get to 3-2, it's game on. Yeah, no, it just I've noticed that, Dylan. I've noticed that recently. But I don't know. It's yeah. Whoever does the admin for Donny's Twitter, I don't know. It just needs to do something a bit better. I don't suggest I do it, but I'm not running Donny's Twitter. Not a chance. Unless they pay me bare peas, that's not going to happen. Well, there we go. I mean, we could talk about sort of the evening kickoffs. Of course, the Merseyside Derby, Liverpool against Everton. That's going to be a tough game for both teams. Both teams looking for Champions League football. And of course, you got Fulham against Sheffield United in the late kickoff. Both teams there trying to stay off relegation, but I think Sheffield United is as good as down, really. Any of the games, yeah. So of course, no, but listen, I mean, the way that Liverpool are playing at the minute, it's just anything can really happen, to be quite honest. Okay, I don't really have Twitch actually. Maybe it's something I should look into. Maybe I should invest in. I see. The thing is, I play most of the games on Xbox. I play is either FIFA or I play Call of Duty, and that's it. I don't really tend to play. We see a lot of people play on Twitch, like, for example, like Minecraft and like Fortnite and stuff like that. But I've never like really looked at doing like Twitch. Yeah, of course you can, mate. Of course you can. Yeah, I said put the link in. Of course you can. I'll say it. But yeah, there we go. It's should be getting ready for the second half now. That's the thing I always hate about half times. It's just boring. Nothing you can do. There we go. Go on, Tony. You can stick your link in there, in the chat, and we'll I'll plug it. So Rovers are out for the second half. Earlier than Hull, that's for sure. 128 followers. That's not bad. Let's could certainly get you some more followers. That's for certain. As Hull have come out now for the second half. Yeah, so there we go. It's I don't think there's. Trying to see, is that someone coming on? Looks like someone is coming on. It looks like Bostock is coming on for Rovers. I'm guessing it's going to be for Maggi Gomez. You know what? That's not a bad idea, Andy. I might look into that actually. Yeah, so it is Bostock on for Maggi Gomez. There we go. Just changed it up now. So it's 3-1 as we head for the second half. Big 45 minutes for Rovers. Actually, really need to win this half and predictably, get that next goal, because otherwise Hull are going to run away with this if they're not careful. So probably a little bit more reassurance in that midfield. Twitch is free as well. Yeah, I know. like I say, I might looking to invest in something like that and just something a bit different on a different platform. I might invest in TikTok. I mean that's I'm always looking to evolve and I'm always looking to try and grow. Not just this channel, but like trying to branch off a little bit. Just something a little bit different into it. So there we go. Wait, who started captain? Oh, Jesus. So Tom Anderson wasn't captain, actually. He didn't start as captaincy, as I've just been told. As a ball over the top looking for Bogle just didn't work. There we go. Yes, as headed by Joe Wright. Second ball, the Smith wins it. It's just weird. Hull look a bit more. I don't know. They just look a bit. It's 70 followers. You start earning money. Yeah. See, I wouldn't do it for the money. That's the thing. Like it's French. No French. I'm afraid. It's away. But as far as Bostock, who brings it down, and Taylor Richards is and he does well. Taylor Richards fires across goal, and it's away. And breaks on for Hull if they're going to keep it in, which. Absolutely. And that's, you get people, you get like, as far as I can tell, like there's a lot with Twitch. I think you get your hardcore viewers because they'll have the people that they watch. I don't know if you've seen. There's a story that I saw that there's a guy that I think he's in South Korea or something like that. Ball across goal. Oh, John Taylor play out to Brad. It's John Taylor. Oh, nice play there. Good start. Getting that front foot again, which is exactly what they need to do, Rovers. But there's a guy in South Korea. I think it's South Korea. There's somewhere I can't remember where it is, and he gets paid. He gets paid like $16,000 or something like that, and he sleeps. And they tell his followers basically can disturb his sleep. He's getting paid 16,000 for someone to give him an electric shock. People, yeah, people do these days for money. That's crazy. As Northampton have just equalised against MK Dons, so their lead didn't last long. So look at anything else that's happened. Cardiff have gone 2-up against Preston. Josh Murphy's just scored. Tell me about it. It's the thing is, like you look at the thing is, it's certainly streaming. Yeah. Well, that's it. Like you look at the people make a lot of money when they play like Minecraft or Fortnite. They just seem people just want to see that as Rovers break on this counter attack and it's out for a corner. Right, there we go. That's better. Corner to Rovers. Good start to the second half. They really needed that. They needed to come out and they needed to come out swinging because they couldn't just pussyfoot around Rovers. People's pitch is shocking. Why am I not surprised by that? Why am I not surprised? Then again, we can't really say anything because back in the days our pitch wasn't that great either. Bradford the 2-up. As corner whipped in. Oh. Yeah, Anderson had the header there and it just went wide. It's good. It's a good start. posh pitch. Imagine saying that when you've had a few to drink. Posh pitch. There we go. As Accrington have taken the lead against Shrewsbury, it's 1-0 to the Stanley. As it stands now, Accrington will be up to 5th, Doncaster down to 6th. Christ almighty. As it stands, Hull will be top and Peterborough will be 2nd in the league. Crikey. Good play. Cheers, Paulie. I really appreciate you. Really appreciate that. There you go. Yeah. As Rovers are coming forward again here, and it's Reece James down this left-hand side. Is he offside? So criminal. But there you go. As Peterborough have got 1-0 up against Wimbledon. Wrexham 2-0 down. Bloody hell. Also, all for all their money. They scored for Bradford. Oh, Andy Cook scored again. Crikey. The Tranmere have got 2-1 up against Oldham. Kyle Wood has scored. And it's away, and it's out for a throw into Hull down this right hand side. Yeah, we've played 6 minutes in the second half, and it's 3-1. But Rovers have started well in the second half. They've really gotten that front they needed to, because they couldn't just sit back and, as you say, play out from the back again. As Bromley have gone 2-1 up against Maidenhead, and Barnet a goal down to Woking. It's currently 1-0, and it's wide, and it's a goal kick to Hull City. Just having a look as well. Anything else that's happened? Nope. As it's now 2-1 to Huddersfield. Pino Neil Critchley. Tough one, because I don't really know too much about it. Although I know he managed Hughes, and I know he managed the development side for Liverpool. Look, it's not easy when you come from the developmental side in a big club, and you go and manage League One, League Two. It's different pressure. It's the thing when you manage like Liverpool under 18s or something like under 21s. I just think the pressure is a lot different to managing a Blackpool or a Shrewsbury or an Accrington Stanley. I just think the pressure is a lot different. And when I think for Neil Critchley, look, he'll learn from it. He'll learn from the experience that he has and they had with Blackpool and that. And look, if he goes to a different job and he drops down a league or drops down, I'll come back to that in just a sec. It's Taylor Richards. And he tried to look for Bogle, and it's away there. It's better from Rovers, a lot better. But again, it's just not good enough. Just trying to thread it through, trying to do too much in that final third. Yeah, didn't know that at all. Nice. I didn't know that at all. Probably under 23 size. The thing is, though, with these under 23s, though, is that they'll find that the pressure is a lot different than when they're playing for an under 23s team. You're playing against players that have had years of experience in the Football League. They're battle hardened. Imagine an under 23s player coming up against, I don't know, coming up against Alex Baptiste. Baptiste will knock him for 6. It's the experience they'll get is a lot more than what they'll do in the under 23. So I absolutely understand why they've signed for League One, League Two clubs, because they'll get more experience and they will have better game time playing for these clubs. And I've never understood why these big clubs keep all of these young players and they send them out to the under 23s. They're not going to get that experience. That's why, you look at someone like Harvey Elliott right now. Harvey Elliott is one of the best wingers in the Championship right now. He's playing for Blackburn. I think he's second on the assists at the minute. So personally, dropping down to the Championship or League One isn't a demotion. Personally, I think if you are going to, if you want game time, if you want guaranteed football, clubs like that, and that's why Donny have been so trusted with a lot of these young players with the signings on loan, because they're guaranteed they're going to get played. So there you go. We're planning for the future. You have to. You can't just look. I get it. As Hull have brought on. I'm trying to think who's that actually. I couldn't see. Look, clubs have to plan for the future, no doubt. But it's one of those. As Huddersfield are now 3-1 up against Swansea in the Championship. Who scores for them? Dwayne Holmes, Lewis O'Brien, and Fraser Campbell. God, it's now 4-1. Crikey. Swansea are falling apart in West Yorkshire. Jesus Christ. Let's have a look. Peterborough now 2 up against Wimbledon. The problem with Ben Woodburn, and I've said this as well, Ben Woodburn is not a bad player. I just think the height that he had. Look, Ben Woodburn, I remember when he scored that goal against Leeds, I'll come back as free kick to Rovers. Bostock would try to go for the header. They're looking for handball. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see any hands there. But yeah, look, Ben Woodburn for me. Oh, Balker's made an error. And he's hit the post. Jesus Christ, Balcom. What are you doing? Literally, he tried to flick it over Lewis Potter, and instead flicks it up and decides, and he literally it spins back, and bloody hell. Mistakes like that it infuriates me. Yeah. And I said this at the start of the season. Lewis Jones should be given a chance. Look, I've only seen him play one game, and that was against FC Manchester. And he played actually all right. But then again, he didn't really have much to do, apart from, he conceded a goal, but he didn't really have much to do because Rovers really dominated the game. And it's Taylor Richards out to his left-hand side. He's been all right. He's played okay. He's played well today, Taylor Richards. He's been trying to make things happen. Exactly. Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, he's got a knack for developing good talent. So, I think maybe you should give him a bit more time. Maybe, that's the case. But again, Ben Woodburn, I remember when he scored that goal against Leeds. Chris Maxwell is a good keeper as well. I think he was at Preston, when he was at Preston. As Rovers are turning out, it's Bogle. It's a chance. Oh, no, it's got to go wide. Looking for hands. And it's only a corner. The Rovers players were circling the referee. They were looking for a penalty. I think he was looking for handball, I think. And there's a player that's down. One of the Hull players is down for treatment. Just having a look now. It's really good play. Good pass from Allardy. Good play from Bogle. Cross goal. Looks like it hits his face. I think that looked like it hit his face, actually, but it's a corner. It's whipped in. They're looking for handball, but I need to have a look at this again. The referee, I tell you what, just hearing the commentators then, they're looking for a handball, but I want to have a look at this. Let's have a look. Corner whipped in by James. Let's have a look. I'm just having Oh, that is handball. Oh, that's so poor. He literally made a move like that. But, wow. Danny Amos on commentary, is he? Oh, right, okay. I didn't know that. And it's away again. Hull are on the back foot here in this game. Oh, and the break's on. just forget I said that. But I don't. Well, in fact, forget that. It's a free kick to Rovers, a foul on Bostock. Hang on. Oh. Sorry about that. I just need to push my door then. Check any more goals that have flown in. There's QPR a 1-up against Bournemouth. There we go. As Huddersfield, as I said, Huddersfield 4-1. Dwayne Holmes has scored again. Christ almighty. Swansea. As it's a free kick, we'll go. Free kick to Rovers. It's whipped in. And it's in! Oh, no! Oh. And I think, it's offside. It was a header there, and it's a good save. It was a good save from Ingram, but wow, frantic few minutes then in the game. I think you were calling for offside there. Well, there we go. Check any more goals that have flown in the game. Cambridge are now winning against Mansfield. It's 1-0. Port Vale scored Dow Clark's first game for Port Vale, and they 1-up. Not bad for them. Anything else? Bournemouth are now 3-up against Altrincham. As Stockport have gone behind against Eastleigh, and Hartlepool losing to Yeovil. It's all happening. All happening in the game. Crikey. It's oh. Right. Dylan, you just bring up a point now. Look, it's not so much VAR. Well, yes, but the problem is it's the people who run it. And unfortunately, VAR is governed by imbeciles. Now, we complain. The Premier League complains about it. And don't get me wrong. I'm not joking. It makes, at the end of the day, it's and it's away there by Hull. Honestly, seriously, the way that just be yourself, mate. Any tips? I would say, look, just go in there. Look, be proud. Be proud that you got your interview. And what I'd say is show them and tell them why, and believe, why you should be playing for FC Blackpool. Go and just show what you have as the shot that's been blocked there from Rovers. But also just be confident in yourself. It's a great ball. Oh, just shy there. It's a goal kick. Be confident in your ability. Well done for getting the interview. Now the main focus is tell them and show them what you're capable of and what you can bring to the side. Because it's easy. It's because you can say, look, I've got a great work ethic. I've worked very hard for the team and this, that, and the other. Show them and really put yourself out there. Make a name for yourself. Exactly. Well, I would say make a name for yourself and good luck, because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But look, if you get it, just go and show what you're made of, kid. Why should League One not the rest have it? Because I don't know. I think personally, look, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about having VAR in League One. I wouldn't be for it. I don't think many people would be for it. And I would be one of those. I just don't think. I just wouldn't be. I wouldn't accept it. I don't know. Do you guys? What do you think, guys? Would you want VAR in League One, or in the Football League. We have it in the Carabao Cup. We have it in the Premier League. We have it in the FA Cup. But it's a good point. Cost effective, but you're gonna have cameras. You've got to have cameras at every single ground, and you've got to. It's just too. I just think it's too much of a faff, to be quite honest with you. Yeah. It's already making pain. No, I don't. I used to just play. I used to play Sunday League and that, and now I only played like six aside. Really, now it's just I just never. I don't know. I'd find it really hard to get back into playing Sunday League again, just because I think I'm just busy all the time. I never get the chance to play properly on a Sunday. So if I'm not doing this, I'm working or I've got uni and that. Well, it's a fair point, but it's never going to change, mate. It's never going to change. It's here to stay now. I mean, they'll have in the Premier League, but they're never going to. I don't think if you put it to a vote to the people, to the chief execs, the chairman of football clubs, Rovers are in. It's not so much the cost effective. It's about the manpower and that, and whether. But it's more the case of whether people would go for it, because if it isn't, then if you put it to a vote, it will. There will. Penalty! Yes, a penalty to Rovers. Sims tackled there by I believe it was Greaves or Burke. And it's a penalty to Donny Rovers and a chance to get back in the game. Bogle's got the ball in his hand and he's going to take the penalty. Pubs will open before then. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. Pubs will open around, I'd say May time, maybe even Easter. It's a clear penalty. I mean, we could have had two, to be honest with you. But it's a penalty to Rovers, no doubt. And it is Bogle stepping up. I swear to God. Oh, please. It's Bogle against Ingram. I just had to remember who that was then. It's Bogle against Ingram. He scores! And Rovers are back in the game. Come on! It's a great penalty. It's his first goal. In fact, I did say I'd love to see him get his first goal, and he has. It's 3-2. Come on! Yes! If we take a point now, it's weird. If we need another goal, and Grant McCann's just been booked. He's just been booked, I think, for the awarding of the penalty, as McGuinness has just gone off. McCann's absolutely fuming at the referee, and he can get stuffed. Danny Amos. He needs to liven up a bit, Danny Amos, on commentary. He sounds like he's giving a speech in my uni. So look at the other scores while we're here. It's currently 0-0 between Burnley and West Brom. Do you know what? I feel for Will, actually, who's doing a stream on that. Actually, that must be an interesting game. As Barnsley have taken the lead against Bristol City, I tell you what, Barnsley, they're on a fantastic run at the minute for them. Crikey, they're let's not concede. I hope not. I really hope not. We need another goal. Really need another goal. As Birmingham have taken the lead against Sheffield Wednesday, and Stoke are now 2-0 up against Luton. So Nathan Jones on his return to Stoke is probably going to lose. Well, there's 20 minutes to go in that game. Anything else that's happened? Morecambe are now 2-1 up against Barrow in a well, I would say a bit of a derby, but it's not really a bit of a derby. But well, it's close. They're not a million miles away from each other. That's a foul, isn't it? Yep, it's a foul on Taylor Richards, and it's a free kick to Rovers. I'd say about 30 yards away down this right hand side. Cambridge are now 2 up against Mansfield, so Cambridge looks like they're staying top of League Two. Yeah, 4 points clear. Leighton Orient 1, Port Vale 1. They've equalised through Dan Kemp. It's a free kick whipped in. Oh, it's a fabulous ball, and no one's gambled. It's a wonderful ball from Matt Smith, and no one's gambling. It was like, and I don't want to be stupid when I say this. That ball was like bloody Kevin De Bruyne-esque. That was class. Just no one gambled. So, but that was the chance for Rovers. That was the chance. It's still 3-2. We are less than 20 minutes to go in the game. As let's have a look. As Altrincham have pulled the goal back against Bournemouth, it's now 3-1. Aldershot 3, Wrexham 0, and looks like Wrexham are heading for another defeat. Yeah, wow. Who would have seen this? 5 goals. It's been a class game. I'll tell you what. As much as it's been a great game, if you're a neutral, it's been a great game. But if you're me, it's been frustrating. And it's, why would you turn away? Why would you turn back into danger? But anyway, it's cleared. We're playing 4-4-2. It's changed to 4-5-1. Do you know what? If you get a point against Portsmouth, that's not a bad thing though. Just having a look now. So you brought off Sims and you brought on Mitchell. So he's brought on a. So all right, okay. So Hull have got a free kick down this right hand side, and I swear to God, cleared a damn ball. Oh yeah, great. Cole, yeah. Nah, he's been a nuisance him today though. So Hull have got a free kick. It's whipped in, and he's hit the post. They've just hit the post, and it's offside anyway. But they didn't know. They didn't know that, Rovers. As McCann is absolutely furious again for the offside, and he can get stuffed. As Rovers on the counter attack here, it's Reece James, Sims, and it's away. It's end to end football. This. He's playing it right mid when he's playing it right. He's playing right mid when he's a left back. Oh, okay. Bit like Saka then. Because he can play all round. He can play as a wing back. He can play as a winger. Play a left back. Yeah. Crikey, he absolutely smashed that ball into Brad Halliday, and Halliday's done well. It's Brad Halliday. It's Bogle. Bogle on the turn. Out to John Taylor. It's Taylor Richards now. It's Richards. Everyone on the back post, and it's blocked by Hull, and it's away. Ooh, this is a good game. This is a lot better than Sunderland last week. Absolutely. Wow. There we go. Anyway, it's 3-2. 73 minutes gone, and it's a tackle there. And Hull are looking to break here. And the pace is on. The counter's on here for Hull. And he's up against... And he's done well. He's done brilliantly, Joe Wright. Absolutely brilliant. Excellent defending that. Let's just have a look. Any other goals that have gone in? As Steamers have equalised against Walsall, it's currently 1-1. It's John Taylor. Let's have a look. Any more goals? Let's just poke out. Bournemouth have equalised against QPR. That's a foul, isn't it? It's a free kick to Rovers. Elder with the challenge. Garper. Yeah, I remember Garper. Didn't he play? That's such a waste. Such a waste that was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Garper used to play for Ipswich. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's where I remember him by. As Josh Sims is coming off for Lakilo. So with 15 minutes to go, Lakilo is coming on for Josh Sims. Josh Sims not had a bad game. He's had an average. He's had an okay game on his way back to fitness. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for that. Yeah, so Lakila's gone down to that left. He's playing left wing. So John Taylor's staying out on the right. That's it. Yeah, I thought he was. Yeah. No. Cheers for clearing that up. Yeah. Just having a look. Still 0-0. Nope. Nothing else has happened yet. But we are 15 minutes to go. I thought so. Right. Okay. Yeah. Now I get you. And it's now a free kick to Hull. That's a bit of a cheap one, but they'll take that. Hull get up the pitch really for them, for their point of view. Scoring his debut against Burn. Oh, okay. Didn't know that. There we go. Yes. So other things have happened. Not much. Just checking any more goals that have gone in. As Hartlepool have equalised against Yeovil in the National League. Oh, this has been a. So here we go then. Rovers looking to move forward here. To be fair though, Lakilo's played. Yeah, that's a good ball from Bostock out to Smith. Excuse me. Lincoln have scored 2-1 to Lincoln. Yes, they have. I've just seen. Yes, Lincoln will be staying top of League One. So there we go. There we go. It's Bostock now. Really could do with a goal here. Had Richards, and it's away there. Looks like Hull are looking like this. They're dropping back. They're sitting deep now. Hull trying to defend this 3-2 lead. They're trying to play on this counter attack here. That's what they're doing. Rovers are coming forward. I admire what they're doing. I think it's a good ball. It's John Taylor now. Early ball is blocked. I think maybe I might look to bring on Okanabiri, go to up front maybe last 10 minutes. Maybe I might do that. He's got one more change, Darren Moore, and I hope he makes it the right one. Otherwise, we're not going to be in. Yeah, no. I think we're starting to get that a bit more now. I think we are starting to get more people, more managers who haven't had pro football. Waikato again. Yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest. Little bit, but I think, again, I just think because of his attitude, I think that's why we let him go, really. But it's not our problem anymore. The Wyman's gone, but we just got to get on with it now. That's it. Just got to get on with it now. Yes, so we are. 10 minutes to go in the game. Oh, and if you're new around here, of course, hello, my name is Joe Scallon. If you're new around here, of course, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Of course, we're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. And yes, if you enjoyed this, and I'll be doing more. Probably not next week because, well, what's happening next week? Record transfer fee. It was, I believe for a while, it was Billy Sharp, actually, for our record transfer when we signed him a decade ago now. I'm just trying to remember if that still stands, actually. I believe it is. I believe it still is Billy Sharp, actually. I think it was something like 1.1 something. I think it was like 1.15 million pounds. I believe it was. Yeah, it was. I miss Billy Sharp because he's a brilliant player. When we had him on loan and then we signed him permanently, I thought he was absolutely class. Hull have got a corner here. It's deep and it's a header away. And it's whipped back in and it's headed away this time. Oh, we can finally defend the corner. Well, there's a shock. And there we go. So, yeah, it's back in the hole and my leg is killing me. More like my hip, actually. Bring it forward, Rovers. There is 11 minutes to go and Rovers are now on the break. And looks like it's going to be a yellow card for... Here we go then. So 10 minutes to go. Rovers need a goal. Hull are hanging on by a thread. DJ Campbell, that's a throwback. That DJ Campbell. God, I remember. As Hull are bringing on their final change, and I'm trying to think that I'm trying to see who that is. I can't tell. Shrewsbury equalised. Great. Sean Wally. I tell you what, I'd love to see Sean Wally at us. Even though he's getting a bit on now, actually. As Mally Wilts is coming off, and of course doing the slow walk of death. Someone push him off the pitch. Then again, it's a bit contradiction, but there we go. So Hull bring on their final change. I can't remember his name actually. There we go. We'll break it soon. Need to. Campbell's play for Ipswich too. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And it's a corner. It's a corner to Rovers. Okay, I was going to take this. We need a goal. If we score from this corner, I'm screaming the house down. That's what screaming the house down. That's what it's going to be. Charlie Adam, yeah, £500,000. Well, £500,000 these days you can't buy a loaf of bread in football terms. Corner whipped in and it's away by Hull defending it. Headed it back across. It's still not cleared yet. Looking for handball and it's not given. Not given again. And it's cleared back out to the balcony. I would say it's and it's now break on and it's well tackled there from Hull's pressed here, and it's Bostock. It's good play. It's Matt Smith out to John Taylor now. He's 1-on-1 against Elder. Oh, and it's away by Hull defending. There's defending it well, to be fair. I'll give him credit. It's a great ball. It's John Taylor. And he didn't take it down well, to be fair, and it kind of gave. What minute is it? We're in the 82nd minute. There's 8 minutes to go. I'm guessing there's going to be at least 4 minutes, of added time, I reckon. So it's going to be, as Northampton have gone 3-2 up against MK Dons, and it's a foul to Hull. God's sake. So frustrating. As Sunderland are now 3 up against Burn Albion. Looks like they're breathing down our necks. Sunderland. Blackpool 1 up. Are you kidding me? Yeah, just seen for Sully Kaikai. I have just seen that Sully Kaikai has gone off. Are you sure? Are you sure the 1 up? Let me just check. Let me check Sky Sports because I'm not joking. Yep, you are absolutely spot on. You are right. Blackpool are in front against Portsmouth. Crikey Moses. Who would have seen this? So there we go. 6 minutes to go in this game, and well, who would have seen this? 5 goals at the Keepmoat. It's been a good game if you're a neutral. If you're Rovers, you'd be frustrated. If you're Hull, then you'd be delighted. He scored 3 goals at the Keepmoat. It's a free kick to Rovers. The ref's been, I have to say, ref's been not great, to be honest. I think he's been quite poor in decisions. I just don't. And that's the thing with some of the referees in the Championship and League 1 and 2. I just don't think they're strong. Apart from Darren Drysdale, I just don't think they've got a backbone, or they're not strong enough to make decisions. As Coppinger, oh no, as Robertson is about to come on for Rovers and Coppinger, so they are going to throw the dice here. Coppinger is coming on for the last 5 minutes in this game, and Robertson, I'm guessing. Wait, who's he? So John Taylor's come off for James Coppinger. So they are going to go for this. They are going to throw a dice. Bit of experience for Cops. And Matt Smith. I know, I love that. It was funny. That's the sort of thing we need. As I just said, Robertson has just come on for Matt Smith with 5 minutes to go. This is going to be insane. It's a free kick to Rovers. Here we go. It's Bostock with the free kick. He's going to swing it in. It's a great ball. Oh, it just didn't fall for Bogle. It's Robertson. Coppage, it's whipped in. Back post. Oh, and it's headed away. Lukilo's done well. I'm guessing Ipswich have just scored. Lukilo. And it's away. And the break's on now for Hull. Keeper's coming out. And he does well, Balcom. And he knocks it away. And we've got an injury to... Yeah, we've got an Ipswich player down, injured. As MK Dons have just equalised, it's 3-3. What a game. And that 6 goals at Stadium MK. Wow. Who would have seen these scorelines today? Ridiculous. Salford have equalised against Carlisle. Well, the best thing we can do, Simon, is to go to Blackpool on Tuesday and go and win the game. That's the best thing we can do. You know, that the thing with it at the minute is that because there's no rest, there's no let up in fixtures. There's got to be a point. There's a point where, you know, there's no rest, and you know you just got to go and win the game. That's what you got to do. Look, there's 3 minutes to go. I'm guessing there's going to be at least 5-6 minutes of added time. But the thing that you've got to know is that if we can get a goal and just get a point, it's a good point. It's something to build on and just end the slump. And then Ipswich on Saturday. After that, got to win. Got to beat Ipswich. Good time to play Ipswich right now. No offense. I mean, well, we've got to go beat Ipswich. That's what we're going to do. We've got to look at Blackpool on Tuesday and say, look, we've got to win. Just happens. It happens. As Tranmere make it 2-2 against Oldham. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there we go. It's it looks quite bad actually. Yeah, there's yeah, well. Oh yeah, in a heartbeat done. Absolutely in a heartbeat. I would if they offered me a job, I'd snap their hand off and say, yeah, you know what? Thank you very much. Yeah. I think it's my dream to get to the very top in the industry. And if I could get there, I'd be ecstatic. But it's not going to be easy. I know that. I know that it's not going to be easy. But you know, I'm willing to just, you know, I'm willing to. Yeah. It'd just be an absolute honour for me. Well, at the minute, Kieran, we are there for the taking, but we've got to go. We just got to go to use and win. We have to. And I need to stand up. Aye, caramba. Oh, caramba. Oh. Problem is where There we go. That's better. Worst thing, sitting in one place for ages, it just it hurts. But yes, I'll explain at the end of the stream, at the end of the vlog, at the end of this, I will explain what's happening next week, and yeah, that will be cushy. We'll run through the scores as well while we're here, since there's a break in play. Bolton have just scored against Southend. It's 1-0 to them. Let's have a look. It's now 4-3 to MK Dons. Jesus Christ. Peterborough now 3-up against Wimbledon. Let's have a look. QPR 2, Bournemouth. Bournemouth. I want to say Boreham Wood. No, it's Bournemouth. 2-1. Let's go. Let's run through. So in the Premier League, it's Burnley 0, West Brom 0, Bristol City 0, Barnsley 1, Cardiff 4, Preston 0, Huddersfield 4, Swansea 1, Middlesbrough 0, Millwall 0, Wickham 0, Norwich 1, Rotherham 0, Forest 1, Blackburn 0. QPR 2, Bournemouth 1. Yeah, I just think Portsmouth at times don't have a plan B, or they just don't. I don't know. They took off Marquis. That's how. Henry to Bournemouth. It could happen. Strange things have happened. I just don't know what I'd be. For me, I just think he has no idea what he's getting into at Bournemouth, to be brutally honest with you. Reading 0, Middlesbrough 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Birmingham 1, Stoke 3, Luton 0, into League 1, Accrington 1, Shrewsbury 1, Burton 0, Sunderland 3, Donny 2, Hull 3, Fleetwood 1, Charlton 1, Ipswich 0, Oxford 0, MK Dons 4, Northampton 3, Portsmouth 3, Wimbledon 0, Portsmouth 0, Peterborough 3, Wimbledon 0, Portsmouth 0, Blackpool 1. Wow, I made an error then. It's because I was looking at the Portsmouth score. So we're into 7 minutes, but personally, I think we're going to be. Looks like the stretch is coming out. It doesn't look good actually for Hull. Yeah. Well, the breaking play certainly helped Rovers a little bit. I mean, well, it's certainly helped Hull a little bit because it's helped a bit of respite, but. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I could see there was 7 minutes of added time being put on, but there's certainly going to be a lot more added onto this. Certainly. If I was honest, Marsh, I would say it's been a great game. It's been a great game. Don't get me wrong. 5 goals, you don't see that often. I mean, it's been an entertaining game, but if you're Rovers, you're going to be frustrated because set pieces have been awful in this game today, and defending has been woeful. If you're Hull, you're going to be pleased because they've played. They've taken the chance as well. I think Rovers could have had another penalty. I think it was a handball for one of them. But again, it's been a good game. Rovers again. They just need to sort out the set pieces. Do you think we'll get an equaliser? I like to think we can. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope we can get an equaliser. We need to. I mean, with this added time, this will gives us a bit of chance, really. You saw me at Bentley. When Medina will be back against Hughes. Possibly, probably, yeah. We'll have to see. Well, that's cheers, Simon. I'm going to explain. What's happening. What's happening next week when I come the end of this stream. Because, in fact, let me just switch on my light. There we go. That's much better. Oh, so I've had the light bulb changed, and it's like a god. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, yeah, I do. Yeah. So, I don't know who's. I can't tell who's injured, but yeah. So we are. I do wish him a speedy recovery. To be fair, though, I'm trying to see what happened actually. So Robertson played the ball in, headed it away. Kilo plays it. I'm just trying to see what happens actually. Oh yeah, it's the fullback. It's an accidental. It comes. I think it's Honeyman. Is it okay? Yeah, it looks accidental. There was nothing malicious in that, to be honest. I just think it was just. I don't know. It looked like a clash. I don't know if that looked like a clash of heads or something like that. Whatever it is, I wish him a speedy recovery because it's not nice. It's not nice at all. That. Yeah. But this is a chance now. I don't know whether Hull have used all their subs now. I think they've still got one left, or under this protocol that they're doing with concussions is that they've got to they can make a change. But we'll have to. Yeah, I don't know whether they've used. I don't know whether they've used up all their subs, and they're having to play with 10 men. But let's just have a look. You get 5 subs. I thought they approved like the I don't know whether it was so Hull are down to 10 men, and there we go. Right. So I'd say that was about 5-6 minutes, maybe a bit more. And we can't lose the ball then. We were running and we lost the ball, and there's a foul to Hull. It's a foul, free kick to Hull. Dan Crowley will come on. Don't know. I don't know, mate, to be honest. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, mate. We'll see what happens. Let's just have a look. Yeah, it's Honeyman. I couldn't tell. It doesn't say. So header away. I think Thingy have used all their subs up now. They've used all the subs up now, Hull, so they won't be able to. So Hull are playing with 10 men, and the break's on now. Rovers are on the counter attack here. It's Robertson. Oh, he's gone down, and he's not giving it. Whoa, dearie me. It's a free kick to Hull, but wow. I'll tell you what. I'd have to have a look at that again, but live, that looked like a penalty to me. So it's just come through. Fleetwood have drawn against Charlton. Portsmouth Blackpool have beaten Portsmouth by a goal to nil. Swindon have beaten Crewe by 2-1 in League One. They've come through. As Lincoln are going to stay top of League One after beating Wigan by 2-1. So here we go. It's Lakilo. It's going to be a frantic end to the game here. It's Robertson now for Rovers. Get the ball forward. Bostock out to Bogle. Bogle's gone down. It's a free kick to Rovers. Right on the edge of the box. This is it. They've got to go for this now. It has to be. It's a free kick to Rovers. Right outside the box. It is about 20 yards, 22 yards away, I'd say. It's a big, big moment now for Rovers. It's got to be. I'd say Coppinger to have this. Coppinger to have this free kick. I'd say Coppinger to have this. It's a good one for a right footer. This. Just a little dink over the wall. I mean, I'm talking FIFA terms here, but probably, or maybe FIFA ways. But here we go. Coppinger or Bostock for the free kick. Just want a little dink over the wall. You don't want too much power in this free kick. Here we go. Down. Wait, are you actually kidding me? It's Coppinger. Coppinger scores! Get in! Come on! Get in, Coppinger! Come on! Yes! Yes! Come on! 3-3! Oh, yes! Come on! What a finish to the game! What a finish! You looking beauty, Coppinger. Rolling back the ears, absolutely superb. That is that's such a great free kick. People are tuned into the stream. I know. What a goal. 3-3 from 3-1 down. What a time to score. Come on. Go on, let's get another. Come on, we can win this game. Come on. Come on. Come on. There's still time. There's still time. Oh, my God. Coppinger. Out to Taylor Richards. Come on. There's got to be a winner. It's Taylor Richards. It's Brad Halliday. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a free kick to Hull. And he finishes 0-0. Wow. Just what we needed. They're there for the taking here. Do you know what? We could get another here. There's still, I don't know how long's left, but I'd say there's still another few more minutes in this game. For all what Hull have done, they've sat back in the game, and yet and they've been punished. They haven't killed the game off, and at 3-2. Wow. What a goal. Rolling back the ears, James Coppinger. Absolutely superb. Header away. It's Omar Bogle now. Come on, there's got to be one more opportunity in this game. It has to be. It has to be one more chance. It's got to be. Has to. Come on. Out to Brad Halliday now. Rovers moving forward here. Hull backtracking back into their own half. It's Lakilo. Oh, it's a foul. That's a tired challenge then. Absolutely tired. It's a free kick. One last chance to put the ball in the box here. Oh, dear me. We've had some great umdingers this season. 1-on-1 Lakilo. It's a tired challenge, that. Tired challenge. You can tell Lakilo's fresh as a daisy. Brings him on. He does well. He gets in there. It's brilliant. Wow. Free kick. It's a free kick. I'll tell you what. This has got to be the sort of thing that they've got to, build something on now, Rovers. It has to be. Because some things like that the character is shown in the second half has been fantastic, absolutely fantastic. As Rovers have got a free kick, this could be the best chance. It's bossed up with the free kick to the back post. It's still alive. Tom Anderson, it's off the line. It's Anderson. Oh, and that's it. The full-time whistle goes, and a point is shared. Oh, what a game of football! Wow, guys, I can't believe 3-3. What an ending! Saves a point. I tell you what, who would have seen? I don't think anyone in this stream today, I think, predicted 3-3. But guys, wow. Let's just go through it. I'll say this quickly. What a game of football! The character shown in the second half was first class. I bugged them for it. Bugged it for in the first half. But you know what? The second half, they were absolutely superb. But you know what? Full credit to Doncaster. And you know what? Coppinger rolling back the years with that. It's the free kick was absolutely quality. And yeah, what a game of football. Yeah, well, I'm going to have a lie down because that was, oh God, that was too much to bear. Guys, thank you so much for being on the stream. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah. But I'll just say this quickly. So there's going to be no stream this next week because I'm going back to university next Saturday. So there will be no stream next week, but there will be one maybe in the week. We'll see. I'll see how we might do a midweek stream. We'll see about that. But guys, thank you so much. If you're new around here, drop a like drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so much. And yeah, I need to lie down because that was unbelievable. Guys, cheers. Cheers, Ben. Yeah, and we'll see you in the next one. And make sure everyone stay safe, and we'll see you very soon. Goodbye, guys. Wow.